On the U.S.-Canada border, an increase in illegal crossings like these seemingly fueling Donald Trump's tariff threat.
We're not going to allow it. It's going to stop immediately, day one.
There were nearly 24,000 illegal crossings along the U.S.-Canada border between October 2023 and September 2024, the bulk of them along this small stretch between Ontario, Quebec, and 3 U.S. states. More than 19,300 undocumented migrants from nearly 50 countries apprehended there by U.S. authorities, almost triple the number of the previous year, with human smuggling networks taking root.
If people are not aware or they're surprised about the situation of our border and the impact this will have with our largest trading partner, they've been living in an information bubble.
Migrants cross borders for many reasons, seeking to reunite with family in search of economic opportunities. But U.S. officials increasingly see the world's longest international border as a threat. An argument bolstered by the arrest of international student Mohammed Shahzeb Khan, stopped along that stretch of border in Quebec, allegedly planning to carry out a terror attack in New York City.
It's an extreme national security vulnerability on the northern border, and it's one of the things I'll tackle as soon as I'm at the White House.
Trump's threat lumps Canada and Mexico together, even though the northern crossings are just a fraction, about 1.5% of those along the U.S.-Mexico border, where there were more than 1.5 million illegal crossings last year. Still, says Trump's incoming borders are...
Percentage-wise, you got a lot fewer resources up here in Border Patrol agents, so they're overwhelmed. And they're not catching a lot of them because there's only so much the few resources up here can do.
Trump also referenced drugs pouring through, he wrote, at levels never seen before, specifically fentanyl. But there's a big difference between the two borders with those statistics, too. Between October 2023 and September 2024, more than 9,500 kilograms of fentanyl were seized at the U.S.-Mexico border. That's about 500 times more than the less than 20 kilograms seized between the U.S. and Canada.
I don't think it's necessarily fair to tie Canada and Mexico together, just from a historical perspective, or in terms of cooperation on law enforcement, security, and intelligence issues.
Canadian officials are arguing the same.
In comparison to the border with Mexico, it's the equivalent on a yearly basis of a significant weekend at the Mexico border, but it's not something that at the same time, I want to not take seriously, because it is serious.
We have, in recent days, worked with the RCMP and Border Services about continuing to support them in terms of acquiring new technologies, drones, helicopters.
But with illegal crossings up, there's just 2 months to convince Trump to ditch the tariffs.
We need to get serious. We cannot continue on this path that we're on.